is a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. Standing today, which is 7th of September 2019, we are going to be very specific video about a second part of the carry trade, which is about a carry currency, which is Japanese yen. As I have told number of times to many people that carry currencies is divided into two parts. One is the investment carry and one is the funding carry. Investment carry include US dollar, it include Australian dollar, it include Philippines peso, it includes Indian rupee, and to an extent it do includes the Singapore dollar as well. While in case of a funding carry, we do have Japanese yen, we do have Danish krona, we do have Norwegian crown, and we have Swiss franc as well. So the table is equal. Well, most of the people believe that, most of the people, those who are watching this video, do not know how carry trade is actually being executed, what are the different aspects of the carry trade. Now, there is a tactical movement which is happening in the carry trade nowadays, and that is the underneath movement. I am not a scientist, but the people, those who are evaluating the volcanoes, they are saying that if the volcano apparently looks easy in the sense it looks like that there is not much panic which is happening in the volcano, it doesn't mean that nothing is happening underground. So these scientists always track the underground movement of the volcanoes, and rather than and once they feel that things are going to happen soon, they alert the people, those who live nearby. Of course, in lot of cases these scientists also failed because sometimes there are abrupt movement in the volcanoes which are beyond the prediction. But today we are going to discuss another such volcano which is known as the banks in Japanese economy. A lot of talks is happening about Japan that they are a pretty good manufacturing setup. I always agree. They are very innovative in nature. I always agree. Their banking system is resilient. I always agree. At least as far as Tokyo is concerned, they do not have Nirav Modi, Choksi, Vijay Mallya, Naresh Goyal, Chanda Kochar, Rana Kapoor and all. They don't have such people, while India is the only country where these people are very, very huge, like Anil Ambani and now Mukesh Ambani as well. But we are not discussing that. Now, Japanese bank is facing a carry problem. And what is that carry problem Japanese bank is facing is that the dollar asset in the books of the Japanese bank are shrinking at a very faster pace. It is just like the ice which is in the Greenland or maybe the Iceland, which is shrinking at a very faster pace. So the people, those who live in the Greenland and the Iceland, they themselves can feel that the size and the volume of the glacier in front of them is shrinking at a very faster pace. Now the dollar asset side is shrinking while the liability size is growing at a faster pace. And more important, worrisome for Japanese is that previously there is one good thing which is said about the Japanese banking system is that they love investing in AAA plus and maximum AA plus and max to max AA rated security. Although I take an indemnification that Japanese, as far as the credit rating is concerned, there is always a sense of issuance. There is always a sense of issue. I myself raised several questions about how these credit rating agencies are giving the credit rating. A lot of times we got to know that these credit rating agencies gave the rating in a 2 year of time that company went bankrupt. Having said that, now Japanese bank, in the recent transaction, Japanese bank have started investing in the BBB plus bonds, which is samurai bonds. Like Bulldog is a British bond, Masala is an Indian bond, Damsum is a Chinese bond, while Samurai is a Japanese bond. There is a news which is coming in the public domain which does suggest that Japanese banks have started investing in a Samurai bond, and that too BBB plus rating, which is pretty much against the policy of the Japanese banks, small, big, medium or rural banks. Japanese as an economy is known for multiple good reasons. Like first, the government is very good, it is approachable, it is reachable, and one good thing in the banking system is that they always invest AAA plus, AA plus or maximum AA rating. While the current news suggests that they are investing in a BBB plus rating. While BBB plus is 3 steps away from default, from junk. The next step from BBB plus is a BBB minus, then you have C, and then you have D. D stands for default, which is gone. You might have 1 or 2 additional notches depending upon the credit rating you are referring to. Another issue with Japanese people is that Japanese banks are facing is that Japanese banks have started investing in a negative yield assets, and that negative yield asset they have invested now. Japanese yen is a negative yield currency, there is no doubt about that. But till now, none of the Japanese bank is being reported to invest in a negative yielded asset. They always invest in a dollar denominated asset which used to give 2.5% of dollar returns, and the credit has to go to Mr. Powell. However, the recent, I would say, the Twitter by the US presidency Donald Trump, wherein he said second time within a span of some months that the selection of Powell was the biggest mistake he did. I doubt whether due to the political pressure Federal Reserve will end up cutting the rates, but I doubt at least Powell will do so. But maybe the upcoming governor will do so. So there is a lot of action which is pending. So what is happening that since dollar rates are coming down and the dollar balance sheet in the books of the Japanese bank are shrinking, just like the glaciers are shrinking in the Iceland, and last but not the least, their net interest margin is shrinking, and now they are investing the money in the negative yield asset. So Bloomberg has said that the total investable surplus of the globe is 39 trillion. While one of the reports from the Bloomberg does suggest that out of this $13 trillion is invested in negative yielded asset, which is 1/3, 33%. While there are multiple reports in the public domain which suggest that now this 13 is 19 trillion, which is increased by 6, roughly 50%, approximately 40-45% of that. Now, if Japanese bank has started investing in a negative yielded asset, there is an issue that will very soon come on two fronts. Number one, the spot movement in the Japanese currency would be very, very volatile, which is already. I don't know how many people are foreign exchange expert here, but if you are, you should know that the 5 currencies of the globe, GBP, Euro, Aussie, CHF, Japanese yen. I repeat, GBP, Euro, Aussie, Japanese yen and Swiss franc. These 5 are also known as the volatility gauges of the globe. Now, volatility gauges means that their movement determine how volatile the world would be. These are known as the volatility gauges. Now, if banks started investing in a negative yielded asset, just like we have Norwegian Sovereign Wealth Fund, who invested 60 billion euro in a negative yielded asset, which means rather than earning, they are paying. So once they would redeem that, the amount might be 59.5, it might be 59, it might be lesser than 59. God knows, because the complete credentials are not in the public domain. So first, the Japanese currency movement would be very, very volatile, and secondly, Japanese bank going to face a humongous challenge, which is ALM, asset and liability management. And this challenge would be difficult for Japanese bank to answer. Since the data about the Norwegian Sovereign Wealth Fund, who put 60 billion in the negative yield asset, is not there. No sovereign wealth fund, no bank will give you the data about the asset liability management and especially for the portion which is in the negative yield. So as Japanese bank have started investing in the negative yield, the carry trade is going to get shifting, and this is a tactical movement. We need to wait and watch. There are many negative news we have in the public domain about the recession, just like the US Treasury curve inverted, just like the job losses are going at a faster pace, just like the bond traders are more on the sell side than on the buy side, just like there are multiple ratios which indicate that the governments are losing at a very faster pace. The debt level of most of the European government are all-time high. The American economy is struggling on various fronts, not all the fronts. Well, Indian economy, you know what is happening in the Indian economy, and there are multiple things which are coming. If Japanese bank have started investing in a negative yield, then take my words, the movement in the Japanese yen would be very volatile, maybe more than that. And also in the very soon, Japanese bank have to answer a question about asset liability management, because till now 7 September 2019, the various books, the articles, the magazines, the newspaper, the business schools, the courses, they nowhere it's being taught how to manage asset liability management in a negative yield currency. And this is a big challenge for Japanese bank. Let's see how the things would shape up. With this, Treasury Consulting, thank you very much. You know my mobile number, +91 9899242978. You know our fixed income platform, www.fixedincome.global. Well, at the end, we would like to give you a good news that Treasury Consulting is all set to launch the IRS platform, which is interest rate swaps platform. We have titled this as Project Ganesh, and in this Project Ganesh, we are launching more than 26 plus different type of swaps. Maybe, God willing, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months down the line, the detour for Treasury Consulting might be the CCP, Central Clearing Counterparty. We don't know about that, but one goal which is clear for Treasury Consulting is that we are heading as a bank, and we keep letting you know what all good information coming in the public domain, which media also not let you know, because media is basically busy in giving political newspaper, political news, and few countries, you know. With this, we thank you very much. There are multiple videos on the cards. Hopefully today and tomorrow we're going to be shooting at least 7-8 videos, and with this we would cross 800 mark on YouTube. Have a good time.